Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome back to Power Wash Simulator and chatting with me. Feel free to hop on if you want to come say hello. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, I was just making sure everything was set up here right. This thing, I think I might have mentioned this before, but this thing does not keep my settings in between sessions, so I have to reset it every single time. Even have to go back in the front screen and re-accept the terms of service every time. I didn't used to be that way before I switched computers. I don't know what's going on with that, but I tried to look into it at one point. I couldn't figure it out. So, yeah, who knows? All right, so we are halfway through cleaning the treehouse, guys. So let's go ahead and go back into that. My goal today is to finish the treehouse off. We've already read all this, so let's go ahead and go back in. So, continue. All right, I think we've got the bottom, most of this done, except for this stairway, which we'll probably start first so that I can get everything on the bottom level done. And then we'll be on the top level, and we'll get the deck done and all that stuff. So that'll be the sort of the plan. So yeah, I hope everyone's having, there's no football today. All the teams are off. There's only 2 teams left, right? So they have their week off before the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's next weekend. Not that I have a horse in that race anymore, but oh well. I'll probably watch anyway. You know, the Super Bowl's always fun. So yeah, we have that to look forward to next weekend, so that'll be fun. I don't know if I'm going to do anything or not. Sometimes, well, I'm about to say we would go out. It's not really a we anymore, now it's just a me, but I might go out and hang out with friends. It's a thing to do. So, it's possible. Let's see, this little hand... Oh, this is all one piece. I see. We'll see. I don't know. So I do plan on talking about the games again today. I know it's getting kind of formulaic in that, you know, that's kind of what we do. But I do have stuff to say about them, so yeah, we'll talk about them. I read a thing just the other day that about 90% of YouTube's, I can't remember if it was views or watch time, come from shorts. I can't begin to tell you how much I hate that. I have no interest in shorts. My channel is not designed for shorts. It's very definitely an anti-shorts kind of channel, because, you know, it's a long play channel. So, you know, that might be one reason why I don't get a whole lot of views, because everybody's more interested in TikTok content than they are in actual videos, I guess. Not really anything that I'm into, but like, I deliberately don't watch shorts at all. Okay, so do I have to get the underneath of this? Probably. Kind of looks clean enough already. So, I mean, you know, whatever, I guess if it works for them. I have nothing against creators who do shorts. That's fine if that's what you want to do. I just have no interest in it myself. I'm not going to watch your channel if it's all about shorts. I have no interest in that. I'm the same way about short stories, for that matter. It's not to say I won't read short stories. I've read some very good short stories before, but it's not my preferred format. I prefer more meat in my content, I guess. Let's see. Get around this tree. This tree is in my way. It really is right in my way. So yeah, clearly my channel's not designed for that. You know, being a long play channel and a fairly slow-paced one at that. I think I'm probably a much slower-paced channel than most channels. Just the way I like it. But you guys know. If you're here, you know that already. Look at that, we just hit the 50% mark. Nice. But yeah, maybe that's the reason why I don't get a ton of viewership. We'll say that's the reason. Instead of, you know, I make shitty content. Yes, I know I suck at my job. It's fine. I think pretty soon we're going to have to get out the scaffolding. Starting to have to look up. All this down here, nasty. So, I got a fairly early start this morning, and got through all of my recording fairly early. 2 games today, not including this one. So I did Immortals, Phoenix Rising, and Lego this morning. I got done relatively early. Yeah, neither one of those games actually took longer than it usually does. So, in fact, Lego actually went pretty smoothly for a change. So, yeah, so that was nice. So the point of that is that I actually I did my upload. I did upload God of War this morning. So that's in the queue to be released when it's ready. And even started working on the edit for Destroy All Humans. So got a pretty good start this morning. Although the Destroy All Humans edit is going to be a bear. It already has been. But I'll talk about that when I talk about the games. I'm already standing up. Okay. So I guess we might as well get into it, I suppose. Since there's actually nobody on right now, and I don't really have much else to talk about at the moment. So yeah, let's talk about the games and how they went this week. I know you guys. I don't know if you guys. I really have no idea if it interests you at all. My thoughts on the weekly recordings, but no one has requested anything different, so I'm gonna have to get the scaffolding out. Where is that stuff? Come here, you. I think it's about time to get this out. Let's turn you around. There you go. Stick you here. Let's see. Is this really what I want? Where am I? I'm like way over here. What am I doing back here? Wow, I'm a lot further along than I thought. Okay, so does that seem good? I don't know, maybe. I might have to split the difference at some point, but okay. Maybe. Getting to be a little bit far out, but that's alright. Seems to work. I feel like this has to be underneath the stairway. Then you've got this thing in the way. I don't know. That's not going to really work, is it? You just have to try and stay underneath it. So yeah, I don't know if like I say, I don't know if people really care what I think about the recordings on a weekly basis. But I feel like, if you're here in my channel, this is what you're here for, right? That's what we do here. So I assume it's okay that I. Oh, come on. Let's try that. But if you guys want to talk about something else, just let me know. I'm fine with it. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, God of War. So, I think, like I said, I think last week, we were about 70% of the way done with collectibles. I spent a couple of episodes exploring Alfheim and Svartalheim, and got those pretty much as complete as we can possibly get them. Definitely like in the 90 percentile range. So I think that is going well as far as exploration goes. This week though, we went into story mode and I did some story stuff and didn't pick up a single thing. Not a single thing did I pick up. So as far as collectibles go. So we didn't advance from that perspective, but we did advance some story stuff, so that was pretty good. I think I'm getting very, very close to a point in that game where I left off. So, you know, I try to be as transparent with you guys as I can. If I've played a game before, I will let you know. And I have played God of War before, up to a point, and I think I'm getting very, very close to that point where I left off. I was in Helheim, pretty sure, mostly sure that I left off in Helheim. But I think you go to Helheim twice, and I just went into Helheim for the first time. I think, well, I went in and came back out again. Actually, we finished Helheim for the first run through Helheim. But I think we're going right back in, at least if I remember right. Now, I could be misremembering, but I want to say that you leave Helheim, and you almost immediately go right back in again, but pretty quickly. And I think it's that second time that I was in Helheim. That's somewhere in there I left off when I played the game the first time through. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. But I don't think I finished it the second time through. So, yeah. I just finished the first time through Helheim and did that. So, I think we're done at the underside, right? More or less. Yeah, I think we're in good shape for Helheim. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be going back in, like I say, almost immediately with a slightly separate set of characters. Than we did the first time. So yeah, what I'm basically getting at here is that I'm going to be going into that game completely blind pretty soon. Not that I'm not mostly blind right now, because I don't remember anything that I did. I only have vague memories of certain things. One of those things that I did today, I remembered doing, or not today, but yesterday. But yeah, very, very soon now, it's going to be completely and totally stuff that I've never seen before ever in my life. That'll be fun. And I've avoided spoilers to this point. I think I've avoided spoilers. I don't think I know anything that I shouldn't know. I don't think. I have an idea that Kratos is going to die, but that's from the prophecies, right? Kratos doesn't believe in prophecy, but in the context of the games, I think they're probably right. We've never known the prophecies to be wrong yet, so the Giants have always been right. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I mean, we'll see, but I don't think Kratos will permanently die, because, you know, they got to get him to Egypt. So Kratos dies like every few months. That's just what he does. I think he had a second home down in the first set of games. What was it called? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank. The underworld, Hades. He had a second home down in Hades in the first set of games. He was there constantly, all the time. But it should be interesting. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how that game goes. The God of War games are really good. I really enjoy them. They're quite fun. No berserkers this week. I killed 3 berserkers now, but I think that was the same number we had last week. So nothing new this week. But like I said, it was all story. There was no collectibles. Like, not even like going through the story. There was a couple of legendary chests, but they didn't count towards the completion numbers. You know how you have those numbers on the map that tells you how many of each thing there are. I did a few, I say a few, probably 2 or 3 legendary chests yesterday, but none of them showed up on the map. And I don't know why. I guess some of them don't. So, yeah. But yeah, I think next week we'll continue on with more story, at least until it stops making sense. So, yeah, like I said, not Vanaheim, Alfheim and Svartalheim, I've pretty much got to as far as I can take them at the moment. There's only a few undiscovered things left, and a couple of gravestone or berserker gravestones that I haven't done, that I don't think I'm ready for yet. But other than that, I think we have totally completed those realms as far as we can at the moment, which is pretty good. Oh, look at all this. We messed this mess. Hey, stop it. Stop getting stuck. Stop getting stuck. What are we doing? I think when the next time we hit a story break, what I would like to do is work on Midgard, because that's another big area, and possibly Muspelheim, because we should have opened up Muspelheim. Muspelheim is not a major area, but it is an area that needs to get done. I think it's completely optional. You don't actually have to go there during the course of the game, but you can go there, and there's stuff to do there, so I would like to clear that out. So there's 4 big areas in the game. There's, if I can remember all the names. Hey Tag, how you doing, man? So yeah, the 4 big areas are Alfheim, Midgard, Svartalheim, and Vanaheim. Those are the 4 big ones. The other 5 you can go into, but they're not huge. They're there's stuff to do there, but they're not giant. We have now completed 2 of the 4, or yeah, 2 of the 4. And Midgard's a good chunk of the way done, and Vanaheim's a good chunk of the way done, but not totally done. So next time we have a story break, that's what we'll do. Is we'll go to Midgard and completely clear that out as much as we can, and we'll probably go to Muspelheim and do those things, those challenges. I'm good, just crashing a bit after work. Oh, nice. Good deal. You guys still going? Oh my gosh, what were the 2 movies that just came out? There were 2 big ones that just came out, right? And I know you guys were busy for that. Or maybe that was around Christmas time. God, has it already been like a month since Christmas? I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about your releases. I not in terms of content. I know I'm not going to do that, but just the fact that they exist. Anyway, the point being, I started to watch the video you put up yesterday and began to fall asleep because it was like late at night. Not because it was boring or anything. I was just really tired. So if you see like a partially watched, that was me. Not a lot big out really. Iron Lung out. Iron Lung, the film Mark Taylor made, is doing well. Ah, cool. What, you guys aren't doing huge business with Melania? Yeah, for sure, Chataway. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. I can't believe that she made him. Oh my God, that just is hilarious. I can't believe she made a movie and thought people were gonna go watch it. I don't know. I don't know. That yeah. I'm not gonna get into politics on this channel, but that's delusional. that she would that she thought anyone was gonna watch the movie about her. Oh my gosh. It's just too funny. So yeah, if you see like a partially watched bit of video on that was my fault. I was watching, but I was realizing I was falling asleep last night, and I was like, okay. But I'm gonna watch it later today. I'll probably just start over because I think I was like falling asleep during part of it. Hey, look, we made it to the top of the stairs. Hey, how about that? How are these stairs doing? There's a lot left on this. What is going on? I feel like we did it. See, this is the upper deck railing. Ding. Okay, so clearly I've missed stuff. Maybe underneath. Why am I going so slowly? Why am I walking so slowly? Okay, that looks pretty decent. I thought we got the wait, stuff out here. I keep missing this stuff. So we still got quite a bit on the handrail. Must be on the outside. Oh yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Okay. I didn't finish the outside. Pure propaganda. Look, Trumps are real people. Yeah, yeah. I guess. Delusional. Okay. There. Gotta go AFK, be back soon. Okay, see you later. See you later. These handrails, geez, they're still dirty. Okay, that all looks pretty good. I think we got, yeah, still bits over here. Quite a lot of bits. There we go. That's done. So, yeah, that's the plan for God of War. I think... I can't see where we're at here. There we go. This should be all right for a little bit. Maybe. I keep going back and forth between how far I think we are through that game. I feel like I keep saying we're like halfway through, but I can't keep saying that week after week. We have to advance at some point, right? I think we are more than halfway through it, but again, I haven't played past much further than where I'm at, and I've deliberately been avoiding too many spoilers. I can only go by the collectible numbers, really, and the mission lists, and I feel like the other thing I can go by is other creators. I can look and see where I am in relation to their playthrough, and as long as I don't go past where I am in their playthrough, so I don't get spoilers, but I can do that. But I can see, like, if I'm on video 12 out of 20 of theirs, I can, you know, get a kind of an idea of where I'm at. I can't get this thing to sit down. Might not be useful. Sit over there. You're not being useful to me. So I feel like we got to be around 60-70% of the way through the game. I feel like. There we go. Hey, look at that. That's done. Which puts us on the top level, right? I believe it does. There's nothing below us. Let's not clean up this thing. Okay, yeah, we got to do this. I'm just kind of working my way up, so... quite a big job, this one. this whole thing. That's kind of a nice table right here. So we got to talk about Destroy All Humans, which was a bit of a bear yesterday and today, too, for that matter. So the actual gameplay went all right. It went pretty okay in the end. I got done everything I pretty much wanted to do, mostly. But a couple of things about that game that were interesting is that, one, the mission. So, this is a game that I'm playing completely blind. I have never played, seen anything about this game before, right? So, in a lot of respects, I'm still learning the game. What are we in now? Let me look. I just did mission 5 or episode 5, so I'm 5 hours into the game, roughly ish. And I'm still learning. We're still kind of in tutorial. We're still unlocking new abilities and stuff. So it's not like it's, you know, I totally had everything down. I'm still kind of figuring it out. Well, that was easy enough. We ran a mission today, and it went very sideways the first time I did it. And partly that was my fault, because again, I really didn't know what I was doing. But I can't take all of the blame. Part of it was the game's fault. The game kind of bugged out on us, or the mission kind of bugged out on us. In that it hit a success condition before it should have, and it advanced the mission, and I had no idea why the first time I played through this mission. It just sort of, I was just sort of playing, and suddenly it went to cutscene, and we moved on, even though I had really just started the section. And I had no idea what happened. But, you know, having no idea what happened is kind of par for the course in that game for me right now. And so I just kind of went with it. But the thing of it is that this has a clamp on it. Huh. So I did not, as I was doing that, one of the results of that thing going sooner than I expected, or that mission advancing sooner than I expected, was that I did not finish the optional objective. And I didn't want to leave it. I think with the last episode, or the episode before that, I left it and I redid the mission again later on. But I didn't want to do that because it was just one objective and I thought I could get it. So I went back in and did it a second time. And when I did it the second time, the mission did what it was supposed to do. And that's when I realized it hadn't worked right the first time. And you'll see this when you see the episode in a couple of weeks. Yeah, it didn't work right the first time. So I ended up redoing it, realizing that it didn't really work the first time. So in edit, I was editing it this morning. It took me like an hour to edit the first less than 20 minutes of that video. And that's because what I did was I took the second playthrough of that mission and used that as the video. Except the second playthrough, I skipped the cutscenes, so I had to edit the cutscenes in from the first playthrough, right? So it's kind of it was a bit of a mess, to be sure. But it all fit together fine. I mean, I put a big disclaimer in front of it too. I'm not trying to hide the fact that I'm cutting these things together, but usually I don't do that. But this case, I think I had a good reason, because the first playthrough was really confusing. It was confusing to me, and I was playing it. To you guys, it might have been really like, what the hell just happened? And so I wanted to definitely use the second playthrough, which worked like it was supposed to, and was much more coherent. So, yeah, that's what I did. It took a long time to edit that in. And then the entire playthrough was almost 2 hours long. But a lot of that is me searching for probes, which I'm going to cut most of it out. In fact, I think really that's going to be actually end up being a short episode, to be honest. So the mission's about 20 minutes long. You know, and I cut it down from 2 attempts down to 1 attempt, so that cut out about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so out of the runtime. So it's now it's down to about an hour and 45 minutes of just raw footage that's left, or in total really, with 20 minutes of that being the mission. And then, oh, this table's got a lot of nooks and crannies, doesn't it? And then a lot of what's left is I did 2 challenges or 3 challenges, something like that, without too much problem. So we got some of those done, and then I did a lot of probe hunting, and I'll cut that way down because I only picked up about, I don't know, 5 or 6 probes in total, even after searching for them for like an hour. Okay, that's all done. Good. I think we can start moving up the stairs. So yeah, that's it's going to be a lot of editing. I'm like I said, I'm about 20 minutes done with footage. I've got another hour and 20 minutes or so of raw footage that needs to be worked on, most of which is going to get cut down. So it's still a lot of editing to do today, which is why I'm glad I got an early start, because otherwise it would be a long day. But yeah, that game is fun, but it is old. It was actually remade in 2020, so it's not that old. But I think they didn't redo the missions or anything. They didn't mess with the missions at all. So the missions are a little janky. I think they're... Honestly, what I think happened with that mission that I had to do twice today, or yesterday really, was the success condition for this one part of the mission is to bring a guide back to your spaceship. And you're supposed to like capture him with a new ability that we just get today, which is called Follow, which is where you kind of brainwash a guy into following you. And what you do is you just bring him back to your spaceship for interrogation. And that's what I did the second time around. But the first time around, that didn't happen. In fact, I didn't even get the tutorial prompt that you're supposed to get. So, yeah, so what I think happened was I was out, I had just gotten off the spaceship, and I think he wandered into the completion trigger. Oh, look, this is perfect, just what I need. There we go. All by himself, rather than me leading him there, and I think that's why it caused the mission to think that we had succeeded. That's what I'm assuming happened. I mean, I never saw him, so I don't know, but I'm going to assume kind of that's what happened. We got to do the underside of these steps, don't we? Wait, I can get him from down here. So yeah, a little bit janky, that game. A bit on the wonky side, but I'm enjoying it. I thought that the challenges would be really tricky for that game. I really did. But they're turning out to be not too bad. In fact, I have every challenge bar one that's open to me right now done, I think. I say that now I'm second guessing myself, but I have 5 done, and I think there's 6 available. But I might have opened up a new section that I haven't started yet. That might be true. So there might be 4 or 3 more new ones that I haven't done yet. But yeah, there's only 24 challenges in total, and we have done 5 now to 3-star level. And there's one more that I've tried that I couldn't get to 3-star level. I got to 2-star level. But it's turning out that what you really need for those are the upgrades. If you have certain upgrades, they actually turn out to be pretty easy. Ones that I was really struggling with in the beginning, no problem whatsoever. So it's really, if you find, I think if you're finding you're having issues, just wait for the upgrades. Missing link fact: they deposit their scat in bundles, much like a wild hog, with which they apparently share an identical diet. Okay. Sounds a little sus to me. Maybe you're looking at wild hog scat there, my dude. Not that I'm an expert in animal droppings or anything, but if it looks like hog droppings and it's the same diet as hog droppings, then how do you know you're not looking at hog droppings? Huh? Answer that. Oh, hey, man. You just missed the excellent conversation about animal droppings. I bet you're sad about that. So what are we at? We're at 60%. Nice. Nah. Where's that stool? Give me that stool. Come here, you. Think I won't get you. I'll get you. That's right. Okay, how are we doing here? That rail looks pretty decent. Is this all part of this? No, that's not. Uh-oh. I bet you the other side's all messed up. Yes, it is. Okay, alright. That's bullshit. Well, you'll just have to go back and rewatch. I see what you did there. The upper deck rim joist. Ah, the outside must be dirty. Or the other side. Ding. Let's just take a quick look over here. Ah, yeah. Well, fortunately, this deck juts out a little, and I can get to this thing from right here. This treehouse isn't really that hard. It's just got a lot of bits and pieces to it. But they all wash off pretty easy, so it's not like it's difficult. I say that. And, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want to do this. So, yeah, I mean, you know, that game, let's see, what are we on? Oh, we're on the upper level, actually. Huh. Okay. Maybe I do want to do that. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. That game, I like it, but it has its issues, for sure. Although I am enjoying, I like the humor. The humor is fun in that game. I quite enjoy the spoofs on the 30s Alien. It's like 30s to 50s sort of Alien stuff. Okay, for that, I think we're probably going to need the scaffolding. I think that's the sort of game that can really be improved quite a lot by the sequel. I'm interested to see what they do with the sequel for that game. Because there's certainly some opportunities for improvement in the gameplay. And I think they could do some fun stuff with it. Some interesting things. But yeah. What's up with this joist? Why isn't it clean yet? Whatever. I'm gonna get the outside of this. Okay, we'll work on that later. So yeah, it's fun. I'm pleased with the game. I like it. It wasn't at all what I was expecting, to be honest, when I started it. Because as I've said, I went into that game completely blind. I had no clue what I was getting into. But and it wasn't quite what I was thinking it was going to be. But I'm pleased with it. I like it. It's an interesting, fun game. So no complaints from me. I'm enjoying it. Okay. everything I know about animal scat I learned from video games. I think Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2 taught me more about animal droppings than I thought I would ever know in my life. Okay. Who says, oh man, I've learned so many things from games. Are you kidding me? Half my knowledge comes from games. Okay, let's see here. Let's try and pull this over here. Kind of like right there, huh? That should be good. Y'all. Let's see. Let's try to get the undersides. This might be easier from up here. Maybe. Yeah, that works. I feel like this joist should be done. What's going on with this joist? Okay, let's get the rest of this top of this fence. I know I could get the inside of these railings from the inside or from the other side, but we're here. Might as well get them now. Whoa, how did I not just fall off of there? So let's talk about Dragon Ball. Now that we're out of the story mode in Dragon Ball, I started the intermission, and it was actually much more gameplay than I've had in a while in that game. I actually got to participate, which is fun. So yeah, we're in intermission. So I got to do a variety of things. I did a couple of side quests. I did some villainous enemies, which is good, because those have been hanging around for a while. We got to do all of them to get the trophy that I want to get. And I think I can't remember, something like 30 of them or something. I can't remember. But anyway, I did like 5 or so yesterday. So that's good. And they're supposed to be like amongst the hardest things in the game, but it really kind of depends on what level you're at the time. It doesn't really... I don't think it really... doesn't really have to be hard. Yeah, where I've lost where I'm at. I guess I'm over here, huh? There we go. There you are. Oh man, I'm gonna need the... Can I get over this? Come with me if you want to live. So yeah, actually I had a pretty good time with Dragon Ball. Not that I didn't have a good time in the story mode. It's just, you know, like I've said like a million times, I didn't feel like I was really participating that much in the game. It was just playing and I was just watching for the most part, except for the fights, you know. Now that we're in intermissions, I actually got to play the game, and yeah, I had a good time with it. Better than I've had in a while, so no complaints there. Although I only really had time to do 2 side missions, and I think I want to say there's 25 in the final intermission. It's by far the longest intermission in terms of number of missions in that game for all the intermissions. It's like, it's not double the size of the intermission 3, but it's pretty close. And I only managed to get through 2 of them, so at that pace it would take us 12 episodes to get through all the intermission stuff, which is fine. I mean, that's more than I was kind of expecting, but I guess it really kind of depends on the length of the missions. One of them was kind of long, and the other one was kind of short, so I guess it really sort of depends. But I do have other stuff to do. There's a lot of training to do. The training can range from being super easy, like if the training level is like level 50, because my characters are now in their 70s, and so those go real fast. But then you get something that's like equal level to you, and it's just a giant pain in the butt, and it takes forever. Those fights can be annoying sometimes. It just depends, I guess. But okay, this is looking pretty good. But yeah, it seems like the intermission is going to be kind of fun, more or less. I did finish off the relationship chart inside the Z Encyclopedia. That's totally done, 100% complete. So yeah. What would you say your favorite LP you're currently doing? I gotta look at my list. That's a hard one to pick from. Honestly, it really is kind of hard. It's I like them all. The favorite one. It's got to either be God of War or Immortals. I guess if I had to pick. I like Destroy All Humans, but it is an older game, so maybe it's not my first pick. Dragon Ball Z is a little too non-interactive for me to say it's my favorite, so that's not that one. And Star Wars, actually, I like Star Wars. I look forward to Star Wars every week. But it can be frustrating. I guess that would be my... Yeah, I think it's it's a good game. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I quite look forward to it every week, but it can be a frustrating game. So, and we are coming up on the end of it. So I'm gonna have to go with God of War or Immortals. Either one. I like the gameplay mechanics in Immortals. Quite enjoy how it plays. I think they did a good job with it. And the puzzles are fun. And it's got some good humor. I always like humor in a game. So, Immortals is very definitely my least watched series. I don't think people are really connecting with it. And I don't know if that's my fault or if that's just the nature of the game, because they didn't connect with it either when it came out as a game. So I don't know, but I'm quite enjoying it, so I'm going to keep playing it. So and screw you guys if you don't want to watch it. Oh yeah. But I'm quite looking forward to getting to the point in God of War where I don't... Oh man, look at, I thought I got all the outside of this. Where I really don't know what's going to happen. Even though I kind of already don't know what's going to happen because I have goldfish brain and I have no memory of those bits that I already did. Not really. But I sort of, you know, like the thing I did today, or not today, but yesterday, I remembered the major thing that we did in Hell from when I played before. So I knew it was coming. And I know kind of the order of things that are going to happen, like which areas you're going to go into. So, you know, even though I don't really remember specifics, I kind of remember generalities. It's a hard word to say. I'm going to be quite interested to see how it changes when I get to the point where I passed where I stopped playing before. I think that'll be fun. Oh man, okay. Alright, I think that's probably sufficient. Alright, we'll call it there. Gonna have to shoot now, mate. Have a great stream. We'll catch you later. Okay, see you later, bud. Thanks for stopping in. So yeah, I mean, I think that's all I have to really say about Dragon Ball. It was, I had a good time with it this week in particular, more so than I've had in a while. And not to say that I didn't have fun with it before, but I think it definitely improved this week. Simply because I actually got to play a little bit more. So, and this upper deck joist, I feel like it's just not getting any cleaner. Huh. I'm gonna have nightmares about cleaning fence post planks or railing planks. I have to do this in real life pretty soon because my backyard is a mess from the rains and stuff. And I bet you it's not going to be nearly as fun. I bet you I'm not going to have as nearly a good time. Let's see. I can't see what I'm doing here. So that's probably good. Yeah, I'm going to have to go out in the back and clean that place up quite a lot as soon as it decides to stop. It hasn't rained in a while, but it's kind of wet and a mess outside. But I'm going to have a huge mess to clean up. This year for sure, I got to get that backyard advanced. I think I talked about that already. Okay, that's fine. That should work all right. I really just have to get the outsides, to be honest. I can get the interior parts from the other side. Whoops. Fingers were on the wrong keys. Okay. Looking pretty good. Oh, goodness. Okay. Should we move this again? Try to. Except the camera and stuff is in the way. Maybe I can get that from the stairs. So this is in my way. Yeah. These should work. Where am I trying to get? section. That stupid camera's right in the way. Okay. Let's see, how we doing? It's like halfway. That's because the inside's still dirty, but I think we're gonna have to go with this. Gotta be able to get that from the stairs, right? Okay, I think that's probably pretty good. Hopefully we got the entire outside done. Show. Let's pick a spot. Say here. And start working on the inside. Where were we? We're talking about, all right, I finished talking about Dragon Ball. Let's talk about Immortals, which, as I mentioned, is almost certainly can be considered my least watched series. It's reached a point where if I wasn't enjoying it, I would probably kill it as a series, because there's, you know, as I've said before, there's two criteria that I need to kill a series, and that is one, nobody's watching it, and B, or two, I'm not enjoying it. We've certainly reached the first. It's really not being watched, but I'm quite enjoying Phoenix. So I'm going to keep playing, because I don't like to put games. I really want to avoid, as much as possible, adding any more games, or as few games as possible to the list of games that I have started but haven't completed on my channel. There's only a handful of them, and they all had their reasons. But, you know, I will kill it. If I'm hating it and nobody's watching it, then why am I playing it? So, you know, certainly it's not impossible for me to decide to stop playing a game. But Phoenix hasn't reached that level. I'm quite enjoying Phoenix. I think it's a well done game. I'm not quite sure I understand why people didn't really connect with it. I'm stuck. Why can't I stand up? Okay, there we go. But, you know, whatever. You know, to each their own. It can get a little repetitive, I think. But... Oh, somebody's very excited out there. I mean, true, but there's enough skills that you have to use to keep it from getting too repetitive, I think. Like certain vaults will require certain skills be used, or a combination of skills and stuff, and so that keeps it interesting to me. So, but I get it if you don't want to watch it. I mean, I'm not saying people have to watch it or anything, but I'm going to keep doing it until I decide I'm not enjoying it anymore. If that ever happens, well, and nobody's watching, then we'll kill it. But I quite like it. I think it's interesting enough to keep playing, so. Boy, that rim joist is still really dirty. What's going on with that? We had another week in a row where it didn't crash my computer, or crash the not even the computer, but the entire room, which it was doing for a while there. But the circuit breaker did not pop. I think I've got it fixed. I'm going to cautiously say we might have fixed that little issue. So that's good, because it was kind of a pain. And it did that. Okay. Oh goodness, this fence is going to be the death of me, man. This is a lot. I got to think about other things besides what we're doing. We got to get into a chance-like state, right? And just work on this. But this thing's a lot. This is a huge fence, or posts, whatever, railings, I guess it is. Whatever you want to call it. All right, pretty good, I guess. This particular one's behind the fence. Or behind the tree. Tricky, tricky. Hey, we got that one. So yeah, I mean, We did. Oh, what the hell? Did I not get that done? I could swear I got... Really? How did that happen? How did I miss all this? Oh. So, as far as the actual recording of Phoenix went, I think it went well. I was pretty pleased with the progress that we made today. The Grove of Kleos, which is the grove that I'm in, which is Athena's area, the goddess of wisdom, is not actually all that big. It's relatively small, especially compared to like the first, well, the second area that we were in really, which was the Valley of Eternal Springs, which is Aphrodite's area. And man, this is, I can't believe this is not done. So I just skip all this. I guess I figured I would come back to it since it's on this little railing. Stop that. Yeah, it went well. We did a couple of vaults today. There was one skill that I didn't have, which was holding me up in a couple of places, and that was the clone skill, which I got today at the end of the episode, so that was fine. That was good. Okay. That rim joist is done. Not that I can get really behind this tree too much. Yeah, like I said, I got some vaults, including one that was a 3-star vault. So that was done. Which actually turned out to be part of the story. So that was all good. Okay, now that's all done. Whew. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any much else to say about it. It went fine. You know, no real issues. I'm not finding the combat so far in that game to be particularly challenging. It's not to say I haven't died a couple of times, but for the most part, it's pretty easy. No real worries. The only one that I've actually found tough was the... I don't even know what you call it. It's not even a legendary creature. It's a boss. Ozomenia or something. And I fought a couple of versions of her. She's a harpy. There's one, I think, that's story-based version of her, and I defeated that one. But there's a second one that's just kind of hanging out in a particular spot, and I was not able to kill that one. Now I've got to go back and do it, because I probably could do it now, but... and then I might do that next episode, because I feel like I should be able to take her at this point. Maybe something just dinged. The first time I took her on, which was a few episodes ago, I got her about halfway, but in doing so I went through like all my potions and stuff, so I didn't have any resources left to really take her on. Hey, that railing finished. Cool. So that side is done, right? Okay. So yeah, it went fine. I really don't have anything else to say about it. It went fine. So we will lastly talk about Lego, which also went fine. Actually, it was a very smooth episode this week. It wasn't hard at all to find all 10 of my canisters that I required for the level that I was doing, and I had to find all 10. I found 0 in story mode, so this particular one I had to get all 10. Which is fine with me. I mean, that's the best scenario for me, because it means I don't have to dig them out of the story mode playthrough, which is always kind of a pain with the Star Wars ones, because you got to pull out the original raw file, not the edited one, but the raw one, and then, you know, if the mission takes, say, like half an hour, which is not uncommon, then I got to scroll through that half an hour worth of play and find where I found those particular canisters and cut them out and paste them into the section of the game, or the level. It's, you know, it's doable, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. So whenever I have a level there I've gotten 0 out of 10 of the canisters, that means I don't have to go and do all that. It makes it a lot easier for me. So that particular one should be quite easy, especially since the entire runtime of that episode, I think, is about 45 minutes. It's going to be a short one. But, yeah, we did Zillo Beast, which is the first of the epilogue missions, the first of 3. So I have, let's see, I have 2 more episodes left to record, and then I'm done with that one. You guys, I think, will see the final episode like the first week of March, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. So then we're going to move on to Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. And that's actually going to be a shorter series because it's only 20 levels as opposed to Lego Star Wars, which was let me think for a second. 24 plus 4, so 28 levels. I think that's right. Each story was 6 levels long. There's 3 of them, so that's, well, okay, now I'm wrong. I was thinking there were 4 of them, but there's only 3, so that's 18. But then there's the 3 epilogue, so that's 21, and then there's the 1 prologue, so there's 22 levels. Yeah, that sounds right. 22 levels in that game, as opposed to Pirates, which is 20. And then it's kind of the same deal in that it's both free play and story mode, so there's going to be, here you go through each level twice. But in Pirates, as opposed to Lego, as opposed to Star Wars also has bounty hunters, and it also has the assault missions, which Pirates doesn't have. Pirates' entire gameplay consists of 20 levels, done twice. One's for story mode and one's for free play. So, and that's it. There's nothing else. So I think it's going to be a significantly shorter playthrough for that one, which is fine. Okay, how we doing here? This railing's getting close. Goodness gracious. I just looked over. We've been working on this railing for an hour and a half. It's not like I started it from scratch. We had started the railing in the last episode. That's a lot of railing. Okay. That upper rim joist is getting pretty close. Oh. Well, there you go. Huh. Is this part of the same thing? That's different than this one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Moving on. I think we reached a point in when I was doing the outside that I was doing the sides of these boards as well, so because the sides are all done. It's kind of nice. So yeah, Lego Star Wars is coming to an end pretty soon. 2 more episodes, which is kind of hard to believe, but we've been playing it for a while. It will be 36 episodes in total. So I mean, that's not shabby. So yeah, those are the games. Ding. Oh my gosh, are we done with rails? Ding. There goes the joist. Are we done with the rails? Wow. Cool. Go us. Okay. What are we at? 72%. Ding. Chair. So I did say, I think it was at the end of the God of War episode last time, that I was going to try and get to one of the Valkyries off camera this week, and I just didn't. I just didn't have time. It would have been nice. I would love to get a 4th Valkyrie. Not Valkyrie. What I'm saying, Valkyrie. Berserker. I'd love to get another Berserker done, because 4 out of 10 is a lot closer to being done than 3 out of 10 in my book. It's like, for whatever reason, 4 out of 10 seems like a huge chunk of the total number, whereas 3 out of 10 doesn't seem like a huge chunk. So it would have been nice to get another one done, but I just didn't have time to go back and try and get to it. I'm not really that keen on doing them on camera so much, because it's going to take a while and I'm trying to get other stuff done. So I prefer to do it off camera, but still record it. I'm not saying I wouldn't record it, but what is wrong with you? There you go. But if I'm going to do that, I want it to be just dedicated section of the recording to that, instead of me trying to do other stuff as well. If that makes sense. It just seems easier that way. Not that I won't give it a shot. I'll try it 2 or 3 times, and then if I can't get him on the 2nd or 3rd try, I'll come back to it in between episodes. At least that's the idea. But yeah, like I said, I was so busy this last week that I just didn't get a chance to get to anything else. And it just seems to be the story of my entire life. This week is not going to be any better. This week's going to be worse, in fact, because I got a million things to do. Work is just killing me, and I have a dentist appointment as well. So it's just, I'm not going to have any time to do other stuff. Okay, Mr. Dining Table. These chairs are just in my way. Ding. Nice. Okay. Let's get underneath the table. Grr. All right, under the table looks pretty good. Okay, I think we can stand up. Start cleaning the floor. How are we doing? 74%. Almost 3/4 of the way there. Very nice, very nice. So let's see. Is there anybody? There's nobody on right now. For those of you who jump in later, I don't really. This is kind of tricky because you're not really supposed to like talk about other channels. But if you guys haven't gone and talked or seen the Almighty Just channel, go check it out, please. If you're here and you're enjoying my content, you will definitely enjoy his. He's got some good stuff over there, and he plays completionist videos just like I do. So it's fun to go watch. I happen to know he's got some stuff coming out. Quite a bit of stuff, actually. So go check it out. I don't really want to talk about... I mean, I can talk about other games. The thing about it is if I'm like interested in another game, there's a good chance I'm going to play it on my channel. But I don't want to like give you guys the idea that any game I talk about is going to be something that's definitely going to get played on my channel. I can't promise that. Ooh, that's a tripping hazard right there, dude. That's I don't think that's up to code. You could trip. Somebody could hurt themselves. Go falling down the stairs. So, yeah. I don't feel like I can really talk too much about other games too much unless they're games that, you know, are maybe part of an IP that we're definitely going to be playing. For instance, the Lego games. I do intend to play. I want to even those, you know. Yes, I do intend to play them, but it could be that people stop watching and, you know, I get bored and so we just stop playing them. That is certainly a possibility. It could happen. Not saying it can't. Actually, Lego does really well on my channel. It's currently the most watched video series that I have, which to me is a little strange. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Lego games, but it's a little odd to me that people are enjoying them as much as I do, because they can be kind of, I don't know, are they kind of repetitive? But they sure are fun. I guess something can be repetitive as long as it's fun, right? Doesn't really matter if it's. I guess that's how I feel about the Immortals games, though, too. They are, yes, I understand they can get kind of repetitive, but I think they're a good time. Did I just erase a Bigfoot? I feel like I did. It's an awful lot like somebody's feet. I feel like I was just thinking about what's the Lego game that I'm most looking forward to and that we haven't played, and that's a little tricky because all of them have good points, you know. But I really do want to get into Lego Lord of the Rings. That's one that's going to be fun, I think. I have played some of that. Again, not all of it, because if I don't play it on the channel, I tend not to finish games. Because I have the attention span of a gnat, basically. But, yeah. This ladder's in the way. Come here, you. Get out of the way. Of course, there's the new Lego games, the Lego Star Wars game. I can't remember what the subtitle of that one is, but it's like the one with all 9 movies in it. And of course, the upcoming Lego Batman game. There is also the Lego Horizon Zero Dawn game, which was not done by Traveler's Tales, it was done by somebody else. Because Lego got a little bit annoyed, I think, with Traveler's Tales. So they took away their exclusivity license. And they did a Horizon Zero Dawn Lego game, which I'm sure most of you have heard of. Which you think would be perfect for my channel because I've done the Horizon Zero Dawn game, or the Horizon games. I might do it at some point. I don't know. For me, for some reason, it's just not resonating. And I don't know why. You think it would. I like the Lego games, and I like the Horizon Zero Dawn, or Horizon games. I keep wanting to call it Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's Horizon games. For whatever reason, I don't know. It's not really clicking for me. So I don't know if I'll play it or not. We'll see. I've never played it. And I feel like at the rate that I'm going through Lego games, I'm not sure I'm ever going to be able to catch up. They might be producing them faster than I can play them. So we shall see. Because I feel like they get longer. Or at least some of them do. I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, Lord of the Rings, I think, is a longish Lego game, I want to say. Of course, Lego Hobbit, pretty long. I'm not really sure about Lego Batman. Is it 2 or 3? I can't remember. Did we do two Lego Batman games yet? I think we only did 1. So is it Lego Batman 2? It might be Lego Batman 2. Which is the next Batman game. Which I think is probably of similar length to the original Lego Batman, I think. I do know they start getting more into open world hub style games, more so than they do now. Like the game that I'm playing now, the hub world is the spaceships, right? The 2 ships. But it's not really open world. I wouldn't really call that open world. What's this say? Missing link fact. Their scent is very much like that of a muskrat, and they seem to crouch right down when they're marking their territory to appear much smaller than they really are. Okay. Oh, we hit 80%. Wow. That went fast. How'd that happen? This floor is a lot of surface area, I guess. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the new Lego Batman game. I'd really like to play it in order on this channel, but that's going to be a long ways out. And I don't know. I feel like I want to get to it sooner than that. I might play it on my own. I don't know. I hate to do that in a way because I'd love to play a blind playthrough with you guys, but on the other hand, if we do that and I play them in order, it's going to be 5 years before we get to that game, or more. I mean, how long have we been playing Star Wars? 36 episodes. That's more than 6 months, right? So, unless I were to increase the number of episodes, which I don't want to do. In fact, I can't do. Even if I wanted to do it, I can't do that. I mean, I could, but I'd have to drop something else. Because I'm maxed out as far as what I can do on a weekly basis. Can't do any more episodes than what I do already. That's the most I can do, guys, is 5. Hey, there's something just dinged. Yeah, look at that. Feet. This guy may be onto something. Well, we are most of the way done with this deck. That's good. Well, we would have to be, wouldn't we? I mean, we're at 82% completion, and we haven't even started the house yet. So that house can't be more or less than 10%, right? So this deck can't account for more than another few percent in total. Okay. Hang on, guys. Get some water. Okay. Goodness gracious. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. I do want to play that game, but I think it's still probably a good while before it comes out. And I have to admit that TT Games don't have a particularly good reputation for producing bug-free games. I think that's one of the... Hey, there you go. That's one of the reasons they kind of got in trouble with Lego. Is that they were kind of pumping them out too fast and not really putting a lot of effort into making sure they were as bug-free as they could be. In fact, I had Lego Star Wars crash on me again this morning. Crashed the desktop. And that game, you know, how old is that game? That's a little bit unacceptable, right? If you have a game that's that old and still has crash to desktop bugs in it, yeah, that's not great. Okay, we're on to the house, apparently. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love TT Games, I love the games that they produce, but they could do a better job with handling of bugs. I think they needed to slow down. They were just pumping them out too fast and not putting enough effort into actually making sure they worked properly. This pillar is not done yet. What do you mean it's not done yet? There you go. Okay, there you go. Phasia. Get this phasia done. Look, the ladder's right here. Okay. All right, never mind. I wasn't going to go up there, but then I was going to go up there, but then I decided not to go up there. It's all good. Okay, what else we got? Things are a-dinging. Okay. Let's move this. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Cool. Front's looking pretty good. Okay. Eaves. Nice white walls. Oh, this door. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to talk to you guys about. I feel like I don't know. I think in the next year we're going to come up on a significant number of game changes on the channel. I think we're coming to that point. Why is this door still dirty? Thank you. I don't know. What do you guys think about the idea of God of War Egypt? You think that's going to happen? I think it is. I think it's pretty well. Well, I think it's pretty well confirmed. I don't know for sure that it is, but I guess we'll see. It's not like they've announced it or anything, but I think it's an open secret at this point. At least from what I've read. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't really know, but... This ladder's in my way again. Get back over there. I would certainly be interested in God of War Egypt. That seems like a fun little pantheon to take on. I feel like we talked about this last week, did we? Maybe we did, because we were talking about Assassin's Creed. That's already done Egypt, but that's a completely different kind of game, isn't it? Nice, nice. Whew, these eaves are a mess, as is this window. There we go. Okay. I do feel like, I think I've said this before, that I feel like I have one of the most complete God of War set of games on my channel, pretty much anywhere. I've got games that no longer even exists sitting on my channel. I think I've played just about all of them. And that's what I'm kind of striving for with the TT games, Lego games as well. Clearly, I'm not there yet. I'm missing many games, but my intent is to do them all. You know, assuming one can do that in a lifetime, given how slowly I get through them. But I have somewhat less than a lifetime left to go, I suppose. So, given that I didn't start at birth. But we shall see. I'll get through as many as I can, you know. But yeah, once I finish Ragnarok, which, as I said, I think we're about 70%. I'm going to say about the 60 to 70% mark in Ragnarok. I will have done every single God of War game there is and finished them, with the exception of Ascension, which I have all but the last little bit on my channel. And one of these days I'm going to get back to that game and finish up that last hour of gameplay. Because that's the only thing I will be missing. And that's just not acceptable. But yeah, do we have any other games like that? I mean, it depends on what you mean by completion too. A lot of people, for whatever reason, consider the trophies to be, if you 100% the trophies or you platinum the trophies, to be the standard by which something's considered completed. I don't. In fact, generally speaking, I don't have a lot of interest in trophies at all. So if that's your standard of completion, is to platinum the trophy list, yeah, that's not really me. I don't really, although I've done more in trophies than I have been in the past, they don't really interest me that much, mostly because I've had to let them go because too many games use difficulty or New Game Plus, which means you have to play through the game more than once, or multiplayer trophies that I have no interest in. You know, it just, if a game doesn't do those things, then I'll think about platinuming it. Like, for instance, Dragon Ball. That's none of those things. All the trophies you can get single player, you get for the single playthrough. There's nothing tied to difficulty, which I don't want to play games on ultra hard difficulty. I just don't. It's not really my kind of thing. I don't play games to be frustrated, so it doesn't interest me. So if there's a trophy tied to difficulty, I generally won't bother with it. And I know that, you know, that's fine if people want to do that. I have no problem with it. It's just, it's not for me. So yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider to be 100% completed. I think my standards are different than some people's. I consider it to be 100% completed when I get the 100% completion number on my save game. Or, you know, whatever the equivalent is. In Lego games, it's got a little percentage over the tables or what have you. They usually have some kind of percentage somewhere. see how we doing here. Okay, this is all looking pretty good. How far around this house are we? Good lord. Oh, I gotta stretch for a second. How long have we been going? Over 2 hours. I was expecting to get this done today. This stupid house. I'm beginning to wonder about that because it's still got a ways to go. I have seen some nice features in Power Wash Simulator 2 that I'm quite interested in. I'm assuming we'll get there at some point. So, looking forward to that. Base building. I mean, I talked about all this stuff before. I think I talked about it last week. Any game that has some level of base building, I like. I quite enjoy that kind of thing. And Power Wash Simulator, of all things, has a base building function. So, yeah. So that's fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm assuming we'll finish this game. I mean, I know we got a ways to go, but so what? We'll get through it. I'm assuming. I mean, you know, there's a part of me that says I shouldn't say that kind of thing because who knows? I may not. This wasn't really designed to be a 100% completion playthrough, as I do with most of my other games, but more of a chat with the people kind of thing. Have a nice conversation with y'all. Unfortunately, it's kind of a one-way conversation. It's, you know, you guys are on the other side of a text wall, which is kind of too bad. But I understand why it has to be like that. There are people who would abuse it if it was any way else. Which is a bummer, but... What do we run the back of the house now? Yeah, something like that. Cool. So there's a couple of people who have joined the Discord. Not too many. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, and I wasn't really expecting anything else. It's pretty quiet there. But if you guys want to join the Discord, feel free. I do check it on a daily. It actually starts up automatically when I start up my computer in the morning. So, you know, I always check it at least in the morning to see if anybody said it. So, you know, I'm not on there 24 hours a day, but if you guys want to chat on Discord, there is a server. It's on my About link. It's also in all of my videos. I don't think I have it on the live stream links. I should put it on there. I think I need to do that. But you guys are all welcome to come by if you want to come by. I'm happy to chat with y'all in whatever form it takes. I pretty much expected it was going to be kind of quiet there. It's not like this is a huge channel. It's a small channel, and I put it up because somebody asked. SG Gamer asked if I would put up a Discord, and why not? It's just another medium for you guys to interact, right? So I don't mind doing it. And I do, like I say, I do check it. So let's see. Oh yeah? What's wrong with this frame? I don't see anything on this frame. What are you talking about? That is a perfectly clean frame. Okay, sure. There you go. This side of the house looks pretty good. Except for that. That's terrible. Not easy to get to, though. Okay, that's better. Although it's not perfect. I think they still got the top, though. Okay. Well, we hit 90%. There you go. I guess we could finish this today. I don't see why not. I'm starting to get a little tired, but I think we can knock out the last 10%. We started at what, 50? Just under 50? So, what's another 10%? And even though, so I would do normally the Destroy All Humans edit today, and but I gotta start on it. It's a long video, like I said, it's 2 hours long, but it's gonna knock down pretty fast, I think. So even though it's a long raw footage, or yeah, long set of raw footage, it's all right. It should go pretty quick. I don't think I have to watch all 2 hours of it. And I've already got like 20 minutes done, so. The 20 minutes that I would have considered the hard bit. Ding ding. What's wrong with this window frame? I don't see anything wrong with it. Huh. That's annoying. I literally don't see anything. What the hell? Thank you. What? There we go. That's done. That's done. Nice. Ding. Ding. Under these eaves is going to be a pain. I can already tell. Or not. Wow. Cool. Wow. Did we come all the way around the house already? Huh. Well, how about that? Okay, I think we're going up. The rest of this fascia done. There you go. All right. %92 complete. There you go, that roof's done. How many pieces do you suppose this roof is? Let's do this side. We'll get the rest of this fascia done. There you go. Other side. There you go. Let's see, we're at 93%. I think the other 7% is on this roof. It seems like a pretty big percentage just to be the roof. But I don't know what else I would be missing. Guess we'll find out, huh? Comes off pretty easy. Gotta like these. What is this? Doesn't look like a metal roof. It says multi-purpose. It's like slate or something. A tile, gray tile. I don't know. This could be cement, I suppose. That's what I have on my roof, is cement tile. Maybe that's what it is. My roof trim is not done. Get underneath that. Stuck on something. I mean, it's a nice view. There's like a whole fountain over there. Oh, it's a waterfall. Wow, cool. Check it out. Okay, where was I? It's over here. Oh, we just got the roof line. That's nice. So, this part of the roof's got a long way to go. What if this covers like the entire rest of the roof? What if it's just this dome part? I'm stuck on stuff. It's really annoying. He won't move. I do notice that I have not gotten a list yet, which is concerning. Because if all we have left is roof, I've gotten a list by now. So clearly we're missing stuff, which is a bummer. Got the roof cap. That's another thing. Alright, well, let's do this. This is metal. Okay, let's get this all cleaned up. Huh. What's going on with this roof cap? It's like, does it extend out here? Oh, I guess it does. Oh dear. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay. This is not cleaning off. Being a pain in the butt. Come on, you. Why are you being a pain? Come off of there. Is there a front to this? You are being annoying. Is it the inner side? Maybe that's what the problem is. Yeah, it's just barely hanging on. There we go. Okay. Now that that's done. That puts us at 95% now. I don't know. Do you think the other 5% can be on this roof? Maybe. I don't know. Still an awful high percentage for just being on the roof. 96 now. Okay. Maybe. Decide. Fortunately, this roof cleans up pretty easy. Other than that metal cap, which was a pain, but other than that, it just washes right off. You don't have to go over it and over it. How are we doing? Still at 96. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm starting to doubt that we're going to make it another 4% on this roof. 97 now. Now that one's done. Yay! Look at that. Nice and nice. Okay, this one. Yeah, there's no way this is going to account for 3%. So something we missed. Not quite sure what it would be, but we missed something. We might get 1% more off this roof. And that's going to be about it. Hey, Ron, managed to drop in to the end, didn't I? Yeah, pretty close, Mivra. Hey, man, how you doing? Yeah, we're at 98%. As soon as I hit the 100% mark, I'm out of here. I've been going, let's see, what's it been now? Almost 3 hours. I decided I was going to finish this this building because I started at 50%. I thought, okay, we got 50% last time. We can finish it this time, right? Oh, sweet summer child. Here we are 3 hours later. How you been, man? %. Holy macaroni, levels are getting insanely long. Yeah, this was a big one for sure. I mean, all those stairs and stuff and the decks and things that we had to do. This was, I think, the biggest one we've done so far. I think. We might have had one that went 3 episodes earlier on, but I don't think it took this long. Hey, look, cat prints. Kitty kitty. Maybe it's the mayor's missing cat. That reminds me, I went to take the garbage out yesterday, and I nearly stepped on a dead bird that was sitting on my welcome mat outside my front door. I don't know if it is a cat that left me a present, or if it was just, I don't know what the deal was, but something got him. Probably might have been another bird. So that was a fun surprise. Could have been a cat though. I think he was missing his head, so which makes me kind of think of another bird, but you know, it's not like I studied him or anything. I'm fine. Just finished dinner. Nice. It's just about lunchtime here. I have some leftover orange chicken sitting in the fridge that I'm going to get into in a little bit. Have you had the train level yet? No. No, we haven't hit the train level yet. I think it's coming up fairly soon. I did look at a list of levels for this game, and there's a whole schematic. Like you you finish this level and get 3 stars in this level, and then this level pops up. It's kind of cool. But no, we haven't reached the train level yet. I think we're doing the drill vehicle next. I think that's the next thing on our list. It's the only thing on our list, as far as I'm aware. Unless something pops up when this finishes. Oh, we hit 99%. Interesting. I was not expecting that. So maybe there's just little bits and bobs left. This roof is just about done. Cool, that was the one level I played with 2 friends, and that was more than enough for this game. Yeah. Okay, 99%, and we do not have a list. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, well, we're gonna have to go figure out what's going on. Oh, I just saw something. What was it? I just saw. You rat bastard. How dare you be not finished. Okay, this rim joist is not done. Is it underneath? Hang on. I see bits and pieces. Oh yeah, it's the underside, isn't it? Oh dear. Well, there's that. So, I'm given to understand that, I don't know if this is the level that you're talking about. I think there is an actual train that you clean, but I think there's also a subway station that's kind of a big deal too. This all looks good. I don't see any... Middle deck rim joist. You rat bastard. You rat bastard. Man, I still don't have a... Okay, there's something up there. Hang on. I still don't have a list. No, it was a proper locomotive, Western style, if I remember right. Yeah, okay, yeah. I know the level you're talking about then. I saw something, and now I've lost it. Oops. There. I see you over there. Man, I still don't have a list. Okay, there's something. Mr. Upper Deck Joist, how dare you? Okay, that upper deck joist is still dirty. Okay, I gotta keep an eye on where it was. It's right there, okay. Okay, still not clean. Really? There you go. I would imagine a train has a lot of little bitty finicky bits and pieces to it. Let's see. I need to find... What am I missing? Window frame. Ooh. Introduced my girlfriend to the world of Saints Row. We got 100% on the third. That's how much she'd like to like. Oh, well then, good for her. She has good taste then. That that must say good things about you. She likes Saints Row. She likes good stuff. All right. I can't believe I still don't have a list. This is gonna make me crazy. Something. Vertical house. Oh, you bastard! How dare you? Oh, I see you over there. I see you over there. So you have chosen the way of death. Okay. Something up here still. Window frame. Ah. Oh, you're gonna go make me get the ladder, aren't you? You rat bastards. Something else flashed for just a second. This guy. She was mostly into it being GTA-like, so 4 wasn't her taste out. Yeah, so we jumped in the onto the reboot. She likes that one. The reboot? Like the new one? Almost nobody likes that game. I probably shouldn't say that. I'm sure some people must like it. Did you get her to try Saints Row 1 and 2? Although I guess you would need an Xbox for that, wouldn't you? Those are Xbox exclusives, if I remember right. This vertical house trim still is not clean. How dare you? Okay. Oh, I saw something. Another window frame. These window frames are a pain. Okay. Everybody here is good. Looks like. Okay, I feel like the house is probably pretty good. Which is disturbing in that I don't know what else to look at. And I still don't have a list. Spiral steps are fine. It's a freaking glitch fest, but it's enjoyable if you look at it as in a separate game and not as a disgrace to its series. Yeah, well, I gotta say, I probably didn't give it enough of a chance. And not because... Oh, look at this. How dare you? I was trying to compare it against its other games. There we go. We have some. We have a list. Lower house walls times 6. Oh goodness gracious. It's Xbox exclusive, and 2 is only on older gen consoles. That's why I started with 3. Yeah. 1 and 2 is very definitely hard to play anymore, especially 1. I was lucky enough to play 1 because I had an Xbox. Lower house walls. What did I just see? What did I just see? Oh, you rat bastard. You dare. What am I looking at here? I don't see anything. Oh. That's the problem, underneath the windows. Okay, let's go find some more of those windows. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. This house is fine. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was pretty lucky to get to play number 1. I know a lot of people didn't get to play it. There we go. Okay, roof trim. Middle deck joist. Roof trim. Roof trim. What does that mean? Roof trim. Is that this guy? So it's this guy, huh? Oh, I think I just saw. There it is. There you are. How am I supposed to hit that? Oh, there we go. We can do it this way. Okay, that just leaves the middle deck joist. Middle deck joist. So middle deck is going to be this guy right here, right? Middle deck top side. So the joist is going to be underneath. Come on, come on. That one's up. Oh, there you are. Yeah, it's really too bad that no one can play Saints Row 1 anymore, or even 2 for that matter. I think I've heard them say before, back when they were still a company even, that they didn't have the source code anymore, so they couldn't do it even if they wanted to, if they ported it over anywhere. I suppose you could reverse engineer it, but... Okay, let's take a look. Look at that. Damn, that was a job. Very nice. $1,550. Sweet. The treehouse looks mighty fine. You've spruced the spruce. I can't tell how good it is. Boy, I cannot read. I can't tell you how good it is to pirouette down those steps and smell the fresh pine through the window. I was this close to packing up and moving out, but now I'm more determined than ever to find evidence of a beautiful missing link. Sure. And details and messages, and I think we saw all these. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Very, very nice. That's done. We did one of the big ones. Very, very cool. Okay, let's go to career mode. So yeah, the next thing we're going to do is the drill. Let's go to the shop. See what we've got in the shop. Let's see, power washers. So we already have that. We have that. We don't have this, but it's $5 grand. and I don't have the money for it. Boo. Okay. Let's see. We own all this stuff. We don't own this, but I can't buy it for some reason. Why can't I buy it? Maybe because I don't have that one. Do I not have the Prime Vista Pro? I don't know. Back. We could buy this one. $500. Ugh. I probably should save up for my next, for this guy. This guy right here. Yeah, the Prime Vista Pro. That's why I can't buy it, because I don't have this one. It's still $1,500 away, but... cleaning liquids, yeah. I should probably buy a couple of these. Sure, why not? Clothing. What should we get? Should we get the winter 2023 one? It's free. I always forget to put these on. We'll get the festive gloves as well. You guys got to remind me next time to put on some the clothing. You never see it, so I mean, yeah, it's not like it's. This needs 190 stars. I have 110. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna mess with any of this stuff. I don't think. I want to save up for this. I think is what I want to do. So we'll do that. Okay, let's close that. All right, guys. Whoops, that's again not what I wanted to do. Hang on a second. Back to career mode. Okay, there you go. All right, guys. I think I'm done. We have been going for 3 hours now, just over 3 hours. So I'm gonna go get some lunch. Everybody who stopped by, thank you very much. Tag, Evra. Everyone, I see a bunch of views have come in, so that's cool. Thank you very much, guys. Again, if you have questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and post them in the thing below. I will get to them next week. Remember, guys, there are no videos this week. Not that I didn't do videos. I did all the videos just like normal, but they're going to sit in the members area for an extra week, just to build that up a little bit, because it's only, right now it's a week sitting in there. I'm going to make it 2 weeks. So they're just going to sit. So you guys will have no videos until next Monday, not this Monday. But I will see you guys next Sunday in the stream. All right. So thanks a lot for stopping by, everyone. And I will see you guys next week. All right. Take care, y'all. Bye.